Hello, it's Adrian here. As a teacher of over 40 years experience and now currently a tutor teaching GCSE English, I know how difficult it is to find the right resources in order to teach students in year 10 and year 11. So I've spent a lot of time over the years building resources that are much more student friendly. I've looked at all the resources out and about that are written by academics, and they're really made for academics. And what we need are resources that are much more student friendly and much more interactive as well. So I've created 9 English literature resources, AQA board, for English literature on my website. And on this website, these 9 particular sources have lots of things in common. For instance, they have more than just discussion about the actual plot. They also incorporate elements of model answers that can be used in the questions that are done. But more importantly than that, they're in PDF format. So I've also attached to all of the sources a link to a film or a play related to that particular aspect, that particular English literature. So I'm just going to show you the Romeo and Juliet guide. Let's just get it out. Right. So this is my, let's just go to it, my Romeo and Juliet guide here. And this one has been created over a period of time. And if you look at the guide, it gives background about Romeo and Juliet and the context. It gives all the characters and not making lots of distinct full paragraphs about every single character, but enough to give us some background. Talks about the very important themes, and these are incredibly important. There are 4 major themes in Romeo and Juliet, and they are love, fate, time, and death. But there are other themes that are equally as important. Then I do a very easy to understand plot summary about each of the acts. So you can go through that, and it takes you all the way through. And by doing this, it's saving students a lot of times. I know it's difficult sometimes. And then this is where I use extracts, which are the question basis for the exam. So there's 1, 2 households, both alike in dignity. And so that's there. And then you've got the question, how Shakespeare presents the significance of fate in this extract, and how Shakespeare presents the significance of fate in the play as a whole. Now that's an extract, and that needs and requires a model answer. So I've now created a model answer for that particular question. And then I do another extract here, extract 2, and another model answer here. So in each of these, you can see quite a lot of information. It says the 3rd extract, and I think that's it for that. Now, from that, there are key quotes for the characters. And again, it can be done individually with Romeo and the key characters, Mercutio, and so on. So loads of information there that is all very helpful. Exam tips. But here's the thing. If the students want to watch a film version of Romeo and Juliet, they can do it here by clicking on the YouTube link there. So that is all very helpful for students. And then obviously if students want to contact me, they can contact me here. So this is all about giving students the chance to learn in their own time or parents helping them, or teachers building ideas for their lessons, and tutors the same. Now, I want to also share the actual shop that I have these on. So all of these other resources here are very important. So I'm just going to do that now, because I think it's really, really important that we look at the actual opportunity for these bundles of sources here. So here they are. So Romeo and Juliet is there. Now, I have mentioned this before, but it is important. You can buy 3 resources for £12, or you can buy 4 for 16. So you can pick any number, and there they are, the 9 resources there. And they're pretty much in the same format that I've showed you with the Romeo and Juliet. Now, obviously, you can also purchase these sources individually, but if you do it as a bundle, you're going to get the great discount. So here you've got the different options. So if you pick 3 sources, you pay here, then send me an email which will go to my direct email, and you just use the number that is attached to the particular source and the name of the source, and then I will then send from my email the PDFs to your email. So I know it sounds complicated, but at the moment, this is the way I can do bundles for my resources. So all of these things can be done without too much trouble once you know how. So that is basically it. And I know that there are a lot of people out there trying to get more information in order to help their students do really well in their exams. So I will always do this. Of course, it's to help parents affordability wise. There are lots of links at the end of this video, so please click on those in order to take you to the very